Hi friends, let us study about Introduction to Software Testing. The testing term is quite familiar to you. You have studied this in your software engineering. This testing term is one of the most important phase of your software product life cycle or software development life cycle SDLC. The same way, it starts with communication, then your requirements, your analysis, your design, your implementation, and then testing. And in the last, it was also maintenance. So testing is one of the aspects that before giving to the end users or a customer, you have to go through the testing. Now let's see what are the goals of software testing. The first goal is the software tester is to find the bugs. What is the bugs? The defect, the abnormally behave of the software which was not expected, which was not specified in your requirements. Now you are not going to see all those requirements or those SRS document. You have your code in front of it. You have your guidelines that what you are supposed to test. So first thing is to test is to determine the bugs. But sometimes rerun of your test cannot determine the bugs. And if you're missing the bugs, you're costing your project and your company money. Yes, you shouldn't be content at finding bugs and you shouldn't jump at all once you find those bugs. You should think about how to find them sooner. So sooner that it saves time and it can give you another test phases, making them cheaper to fix because not costing your company to pay or your customer to pay. The second goal is the goal of a software tester is to find the bug and find them as early as possible because the time, the amount you make, the time you take, the amount it makes. But finding bugs is not enough. You should just think the cost, the estimation time, because these are the factor, and I hope you're familiar with this factor in software engineering. I always encounter with some terms which you have studied in software engineering. This is part of your software engineering subject. No, this is not the part, but a phase that you have already studied in a small amount. Now you're going to study thoroughly, a detailed study. So the bugs, even if you find early with minimum time utilized, this is not enough. Remember the definitions of the bug. You are a software tester keeping the customer point in front of you. The first thing you speak about your customer and their product. So it increases few sentences in your goal. The goal of a software tester is to find the bugs and find them as early as possible and make sure they got fixed. The cost, the estimations, and how much time it takes to fix. Remember the cost plus the estimation of your time, the requirement of your time, how much time you took, and you sure you got fixed the bugs. Otherwise, the bugs will come up in different way. As a software tester, you should have the skills to identify and you should remove it as early as possible and make sure that code runs, the code executes and gives you the determined output as it was expected. So what are the types of testing? What are the software engineering phases? Even it has a phases like a software engineering will see in later chapter. Till then,